This is not obviously an official visit.
No, absolutely not. It's as unofficial as it can possibly be. Tsai, Ing-Wen definitely trying to fly under the radar here. And essentially, government sources telling us previously, part of the reason that she is going to California rather than having the US House Speaker coming to Taipei is to try and avoid provoking China and creating some kind of very provocative response. The complication here is now that you have this quite large group of US lawmakers also heading to California. Now, they are going to meet, as far as we know, Tsai herself, but they're also going to meet a host of other executives, really probing, once again, this issue of Chinese influence. So, for example, the role that China plays in influencing Disney's content and how the US is able to exert its soft power through Disney. So, as much as, on the one hand, Tsai Ing-wen is wanting to kind of stay quite low-key with this visit, it's complicated by the fact that we have these very vocal US lawmakers, including Mike Gallagher, who runs that new panel, that new House panel on China, pushing their agenda very, very loudly here too.
And Rebecca, you can see it is low profile, but she's surrounded by crowds, it seems, in all the video that we've shown so far. How is Beijing reacting to this trip?
Absolutely. As you say, this is somewhat of a media circus, and it's a very sort of difficult act for Tsai to balance. On the one hand, she wants to be out in the crowds, greeting, for example, many of the Taiwan diaspora in the States, and she has had these big banquet dinners. But on the other hand, really trying not to provoke China. Now, China from the beginning has said that, it considers the transit nature of this visit a pretense. It's accused Taiwan of going out and seeking independence and using this trip as a very sort of politically subversive forum. What we're really waiting to see is whether China does use this to justify a more provocative set of military drills around the island. We haven't really seen them pushing the status quo as far as that goes so far, but of course we'll continue to watch, particularly after that meeting with the US House Speaker.